Hello, welcome to a tier list video. In this video we're going to be going over all the ILs and see the difficulty of each of them. I'm excited to jump into this. A lot of people ask me, what are the hardest ILs, what are the easiest ILs? Muffin gave me the idea to make this video, so I'm going to start. Let's just go in order of levels. Starting off with 1-1. A lot of people know how hard this one is. I'm putting in S. So the reason why I'm putting this in S is because 1-1 has been optimized to near perfection. Getting a 465 is still the hardest feat you can achieve with Penguin, ever. Despite it being done twice now by Squash and I, it's still just ridiculously hard to do. You have to hit like 15 frame perfects, maybe more, and all the movement just has to be at perfect. One of the hardest ILs, so S tier. 1-2, overlooked on its difficulty. One of the harder ILs in the game. Squash optimized this one really good as well. It's not as hard as 1-1 because you don't need to play perfectly, but you need to play really well. It's pretty tight. So yeah, this one's going in A. 1-3. Yeah, it's going in C. So 1-3 is interesting. It definitely has room to become a hard IL, but nobody's optimized it. Squash and I have both just settled on some pretty easy IGTs. So it's just gonna be C tier, honestly. Like, if it were optimized more, 1 or 2 more IGT, it would definitely be up here with the other ones. 1-4. So this IL is tough. I'm gonna say it's not quite as bad as 1-2, but this is not an easy IL. Actually, is it A or B? I'm gonna put low A, because this is actually really difficult. It's the hardest water level IL because of how optimized it is. You have to go over right here, and then a bunch, and it's just really tight. Like, you barely can get the IL. It's hard. 1-5 is a good IL. It's very fun, and its difficulty is pretty average. Like, it's not the worst Penguin IL, but it's really not that bad either. Like, it's in the middle in terms of difficulty, in terms of the Penguin. So this level's gonna go in C as well, because although it's not that easy, it's pretty easy to get consistently. For example, multiple times in individual world runs, Squash and I will tie this IL. So I'd say it's really not that bad to do. Learning the movement at first isn't easy, but once you get it down, you can get it basically every time. So 1 castle time. I'm gonna put it above these, but it's really not that hard either. Squash actually achieved a 505 for the first time in his IW of World 1. So that just shows it's really not that bad to do. It's not easy per se, but it's really, it's one of the easier ILs. 1 castle, or 1 tower, I mean. Okay, so this one, it's either here or here, I'm thinking. I'm actually gonna put it here. Come to think of it, because this IL took me a ridiculous amount of time to do. It was a while ago, so I kind of forgot, but yeah, I remember. This was brutal. Soy really isn't that bad to do in an IL setting, but when you're actually trying to get the perfect second half and the perfect boss, this is really hard. And it's just barely possible, so it's really tight to do. 2-1, this would be a C tier level until it got beaten by another in-game time, and now it's right here, I'd say. It's really not that bad to do, but it's middle, just like 1-5. I'd say it's a little bit easier than 1-5. 2-2. One of the easiest ILs in the game. 100%'s hard, but this is at any percent tier list, so yeah, just here, I guess. We're going by like difficulty here, not fun, because this one's actually not pretty fun, but difficulty-wise, it's super easy. 2-3. Right here. It's not that, like, you can get the IL in a handful of attempts, nobody's really ever optimized it, but it's not super easy either. I don't want to quite give it the same difficulty as these two, but it's around there. It's kind of close to them. 2-4. This is a very fun IL. In terms of difficulty, I'm gonna put it top of C. It's harder than 2-3 for sure, but it's really not that bad. It's a propeller IL, so being this hard with a horizontal propeller IL is pretty rare. But Radar found basically a bunch of strats which made it actually hard. But still, it's really not that bad. 2-5. It's not optimized. If it were more optimized with Penguin, this would be higher, but it's just not. It's really easy to get. 2-6. So 2-6 is one of the most fun ILs. So I'm just thinking about where to put this in terms of actual difficulty, though. This is kind of a big gap between these two, but I think this goes here, yeah. I'm actually move this here. Yeah, I think this works. This really isn't a bad IL even after Yaku's new strategy. It's not hard to do, but it is fun. Okay, 2 castle. This is really something, isn't it? 2 castle is really an interesting one. It's hard, man. It's an auto-scroller, but it's hard. I'm gonna put it there. You have to get frame perfects in the corridor, and you have to land on Roy in midair and get all perfect hits, and enter the door as soon as possible. It's really difficult to tie that IGT. Obviously, you also need the good luck. This is one of the most overlooked levels. 2 tower. Oh boy! Yeah, 2 tower goes here. Like, I don't know how to do the 2 tower justice with how ridiculously tight the in-game time is. Maybe the fact I got 1 to 2 frames away like 30 to 40 times. Maybe that's good enough. But it's ridiculous, dude. Like, actually. This is such a hard IL. Okay, 3-1. For any percent, it's been ages. This is one of my oldest ILs, 3-1. But I believe it's not that bad. I think like here. Because it's not easy, but there's not really anything hard about it. Like, it's just not tight at all. This works for me. There's not really any hard tricks in the level. You just have to optimize a little bit. 3-2. 100% for this is hard, but any percent is pretty easy. I'm gonna put it here. Yeah, this works. The beginning jumps are weird. They almost never work for some reason, but it's really not that tight, honestly. 3-3. There's a lot of C's. Okay, I'm just... 3-3 is an interesting one. It's not that hard to get. It's not optimized. But it also has some fairly tight things. I'm not... You know what? Here works for me. Actually, no, it's harder than 3-1. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is good. These two are about the same. In terms of difficulty. 3-4... 3-4 100% one of the most boring ILs in the game, but any percent... Dude, this IL's from like a year ago, I'm trying to remember. It's not that hard. I think here works. It's not hard, but it's not super easy either. This works. Okay, 3-5 It's been quite a while since I've done this, but I don't think it's that bad. I think here will work for this one. Both of these platforms next to each other. Yeah, I think that's good. 3 castle, oh boy. I may have a bit of bias because I was bad at LCK back when I did this IL, and then when I beat it and untied it. But man, this is a tough one. Not only the LCK, just all the movement has to be pretty tight. Especially if you need the mid-air bounce and a good boss fight. It's going pretty high, I'm just thinking of where... I think this works. This seems good. Okay. Ghost House. Okay, so this IL is transformed recently. Before the clip was discovered, this was one of the most fun ILs, but it was actually pretty hard to get because it was really tight to get the in-game time. But after the clip, it became much harder because, for anyone who doesn't know, the propeller clip is much harder than the penguin clip. So this one took me quite a while. I'm just thinking of where to put it exactly. I think this works. Right there. Because the clip, if the clip didn't exist, this would be not that bad. It would be down in C somewhere. Okay, 3 tower. I really don't think this IL is that bad. I just forgot. I just didn't know how instant lands work back when I got it a long time ago. So I'm gonna rate it a little bit lower, but it's still a really hard IL. I'm gonna put it here. It would be S tier back when I did it, but I don't think it's that bad in hindsight. It's still hard though, for sure. 4-1. 4-1 as I've beaten like 3 or 4 times. Like, it's just... I've slowly optimized it over time, but like, it's never really been that good. I've just kind of like been improving penguin movement. So it's still just gonna go here or something. I mean, it's alright, but I don't know, it's not great. 4-2, this is an interesting story, because I spent forever trying to get it, and the star grab just felt impossible for me the one where you hit it with the penguin slide, until I realized you had to wait to wall jump and then it became easy. So now this IL isn't that bad. It's still fairly tight though, so I'm gonna put it up fairly high, like this. I'm actually gonna move this up. Yeah, this works. Actually, yeah, no, that's fine. 4-3, this... It's been forever since I got the 90% for this. Actually, I think I broke it, like, kinda recently, but I think it's still really bad, so I'm gonna put it here, yeah. This works. 4-4... Fun IL. It's really not that bad. I think I got it in like 20 minutes or something. I don't really remember, it's a while ago. It's fairly good though, so I'm gonna put it up a little bit. Why is... Okay, 3-2 shouldn't be here. Should be down here, I think. These two are a bit higher. Okay. I'll put it here, I think this works. Yeah, that's good. Okay, 4-5. 100% has been improved a ton for this IL. Hang on. I need to actually check. Has this IL been beaten? Like, I completely forgot if I beat this IL or not. Oh yeah, Squash and I beat this a couple months ago. Yeah, now it's good. A couple months ago I would have said this is bad, but it's actually good now. So I'm gonna put it up here. It's alright. Actually, why is this here? This should be below this. Yeah, this should be up. I'd say the B tier. Yeah, this goes above this. And this goes... No, that's good, actually. Yeah, this is good. Airship. I only got this once, and it was ages ago, before I even used OBS. So, I don't remember it too well. All I remember is that it wasn't bad, so I'm gonna put it, like, Where works for this? It's really tough to think about this. I really don't think... Okay, I'm gonna put it here. I think here works for this. It's really one of those ILs where it's not that bad, but it's not like free either. Boy Castle. 100% has been optimized to perfection recently, but I think any percent isn't that bad. I remember I did try, it took me a while to optimize this though, so I'm gonna put it high. Fairly high anyway. Right here works. Yeah, okay. Ghost House. One of my oldest ILs once again. It's been ages since I've actually done this. I really think it wasn't bad. I just tried to beat the IL and it took me forever to try and beat it, and I didn't end up beating it. But at the current moment it's really easy to get, so I'll put it down here. I said it's good. Boy Tower, oh boy. What a grind. Boy Tower requires 1 in 8 for the IL since 3 separate blocks have to be pretty correct. And for some reason, my luck on this, when I was grinding this IL, was awful. I would never get it. And also, it's just a really hard IL in general. There's a lot of tight movement. The endings, the last room chat's hard. So I'm gonna put it up pretty high. What works for this? It's very similar to 2 Castle. I'd say it's harder than it. Actually, should I put this above this? I think it's fine. Okay. Yeah, I think... Yeah, like that. There we go. Just because of the luck, it goes this high. 5-1. This is super overlooked. I just realized you can't even see 5-1 on the thing. Hang on. Dude, this is scuffed. One sec. Sorry. I really didn't think about the list expanding. There we go. 5-1 is super overlooked on how much I grinded and optimized it. It's like definitely up here. I think it's above 1.5. One of the harder penguin ILs in the game. 5-2 as well. I think it also goes below this. I think here is good. It requires some pretty tight inputs, especially Hundo, but any percent is also tight for 5-2. Side is de-optimized it really good. It's funny how these are next to each other. 5-3 is interesting. So 5-3, it's not that hard, it's not that tight, but it's also like really cool looking. It looks hard, but it's really not that bad, so it's not super easy. I'm gonna put it here. I don't think 4-1 should be this high, but I don't think anything hard. I don't know, whatever. 5-4. Oh boy. So obviously, if you're talking about Propeller 5-4 359, it's just gonna be top of S easily. There's just no way it wouldn't be. But honestly, with Mini, it's not the worst thing in the world. It only took me a couple of hours. But it's still pretty hard. I'm gonna put it... I think it's above 1-2. Yeah, like this works for me, I think. Is it? No, it's below 1-1. Okay, well, I mean, I think we all know where this is going. It requires 1 pipe kick and 1 penguin slide. 5... Oh, not 5 castle, dude. Oh, 5 castle. I'm actually gonna add a new tier. Can I do that? I don't know how to do this. Add a little below, there we go. There we go. Five castle is... It's something. So... I'm just trying to think of where to put this. It's hard, but it's not hard. Like it's one of the most unoptimized ILs in this game, but it's hard because of you have to react to where all of the fireballs come from Larry, or no, Iggy, I'm dumb. But then like, and you also have to optimize penguin slides. It's hard, but it's not optimized. It's so hard to place this. I can't put it. I can't put it above. No, I'm putting it here. Bottom of B works for me. Because it's hard to actually get this IL, but it's just so easy. It's so easy that, like, you could beat it by so much, basically. Ghost House. I did this ages ago. It's tied by a bunch of people because it's easy. One of the easiest penguin ILs. I'm gonna put it harder than 1.6. But it's really actually harder than 1.3. But this is not a hard IL at all. 5 tower. Oh, okay, 5 tower. It's hard to place this at this point because since I've practiced this level a ridiculous amount for 80%, I can get the IL. Like, I've gotten it in runs once or twice, and it's not like that hard for me to get this IL anymore. But to actually get it in the first place took me 12 hours. Because Aztec Cycle took so long for me to learn. It was so hard for me to figure out how to do. I have to put it high just because of that, right? I don't want to put it above 1.1 though. Just because of how consistent I am with it now, I really just want to put it like here. But I feel like it would be up past 1.1 if we're talking about when I first was doing it. I don't know, it's hard to place this one because I don't know if we're talking about my skill now or my skill back when I got it. 6.1 is a really hard IL. Super overlooked. Skippy really optimized this one. I just realized you can't see it anymore on the thing. Dude, this is a scuffed video. There we go. 6.1 is... So it's super difficult because roadkill strat isn't that hard. I did it in Noah 5 run before in a PB, but to actually get a 531, you have to optimize literally everything. And it's actually crazy how tight it is. I have to put it up in A somewhere. I'm not sure where. Above 3 castle, I think, actually. This looks good to me. 6.2. This IL is unexplored, to say the least. I don't think it even does pipe kick. It's not that hard to do, and I never bothered to optimize it, so I'm gonna have to put it down, like, next to this works. Actually, it's above this, I'd say. Actually, I say 2.5 is harder than 3.1. There we go. 6.3. So, 6.3 minus called the hardest penguin IL. Gonna have to disagree with you, minus. One of the hardest anyway. This is not that bad. It took me a while, but... And it's definitely up here in B somewhere. Maybe... here? Actually, here. Here works for me. Because I did optimize... It took a while to optimize it to where it is. But... This is this style, the hardest part is actually getting the one-sided wall jump properly, where you only need to do one-sided wall jump instead of 2. 6.4 I recently had... Oh wait, that's Hundo. Any percent was tied for a long time, then I beat it by 1 IGT. It's not that good still though. I'd say it's better than a lot of the ILs in the C tier. Like this I think is good. This is a little bit better. Oh yeah, I remember this. This was one of the first ILs I actually was dedicated to optimizing. I really wanted to make this one good, and I did. So it's actually like a really good penguin IL for my standards. Like this. This is a nice IL. It didn't even take me that long to get this, but it was really good. Okay. This is the only IL which made my wrist hurt out of any of these. I don't know what it is, but the motion of penguin sliding, trying to hit frame perfects, constantly doing full penguin jumps without a break, it just takes a toll on your hands. Like, it's ridiculous. My hands were dying by the end of this. Like, and this is not an easy IL to get. It's gonna have to go up here somewhere. I think this works. Just because it makes my hands hurt doesn't mean it's that hard. It's just annoying. Okay, airship, I mean, yeah. The easiest auto-scroller, I believe, because it doesn't even require penguin movement. 6 Castle is interesting because it's actually tied for 80% and 100% because it's the same speed for both because of how the cycles work with penguin. Squash and I optimized it for quite a while, finding new strats all the time. I think we beat it by 12 IGT in one go. That was really fun to do. But how hard is it? It's not that hard. Harder than... Yeah, I think this is good. Oh boy, 6 Tower. When I first got this was ridiculously hard. But then it got beaten by Skippy with the new strat. It actually didn't take me that long to tie the new one with the new strat, but it's not easy per se. It requires a bunch of instant lines. And even some moving platform instant lines, where like the platform is moving towards you. It's definitely up there. It's in A tier somewhere, but where? I'll put it here. This seems good. 7-1, I think I optimized it again recently, but it's really still not that good. Where should I put 7-1? Put here? Yeah, this works. And I need to make it smaller again, nice. There we go. 7, oh boy. 7-2, one of the most frustrating ILs. I didn't optimize any percent or 100% at all. This is just not a good IL. It's pretty easy to beat. If anyone wants to claim a non-auto-scrolling penguin IL, this is the one to go for. Just letting everyone know. Like, untie it, I mean. I'm gonna put it like... down here. This is an awful IL. 7-3. This is a fun one. I don't think it's possible to beat unless there's a new strat found. Or somehow penguin is used, which is in the canon list task, but I don't know about it, we'll see. It's to be left to seen, but it's not that hard, but it's not the easiest thing in the world. You have to be pretty optimized. It's still one of the easiest ones, though. I think here works. Some of them are easy because... Oh, I just realized it's off screen. Dude, this... No. Dude, why am I so... Okay. There we go. Like, some of these are easy because they're unoptimized. And some of these are easy because they're easy in general, but can't really be beaten by too much. This one is, in terms of optimization, one of the most optimized in the game. But it's just super easy as well, so it goes there. 7-4 is interesting. So, this transitioned from prop to penguin after I found some pretty recent... actually roadkill, I think. Oh yeah, no, I found the penguin shots and then roadkill optimized them in the task. So, this IL is actually pretty bad. It was better when it was propeller, but when my penguin IL was not optimized, it was the same day I found the penguin movement, and there were lots of spots that could have slid extra. It has to go, it's like the worst penguin IL maybe. Maybe not this one, it's just this one, I guess. 7-5. I'm pretty proud of this one, because I took it back from Bullseye like an hour later, after we found a new strat, where you can hold neutral on the Yoshi blocks to keep Penguin speed. And it's actually pretty good. It's a pretty good IL. It's not that hard though. But it still goes. I think it still deserves a spot up here in B. 7-6. Okay, well, yeah, it's 7-6. Which one's harder, this one or this one? This one doesn't have a pipe kick, so it's easier, I'd say. Oh boy. I'm gonna go on a quick rant about 7 Castle. What a garbage stage. I've lost so many hundo runs to it. And the cycle is dumb, and everything about it is dumb. Okay, rant done. This IL is super bad. Pidgey is tied with me for the IL, and I don't even... I use Penguin to save 2 IGT, and Pidgey just doesn't. My IL is that bad, because it misses the fast cycle. In terms of actually getting this IL, just because of how hard it is, I say it's above these. Like, it's actually pretty hard to make the cycle, but it's one of the most unoptimized, like the super unoptimized IL. This one's pretty good. It's not that hard if you do the instant land, but it's not super easy either. Where should I put this? I'm gonna bump this up. And this. Actually, I'm gonna bump this up too, and this. I'll start C with 7-1, I'd say. I mean 4-1, that works. I think this goes here. Yeah, I think this is better in terms of actual, like, pretty easy ones in C, harder ones in B. There we go. So this one, I'm still debating where this one should go. Because it's really not that hard, but it's also pretty optimized. I'd say just because of how tight the ending jumps are, it deserves a spot at the bottom of B, just above 4-1. 8-5. The stage of... Oh wait, no, that's not 8-5, that's 7 tower, what am I saying? Okay, so I beat this IL just like a couple days ago. Yeah, it's actually pretty optimized now. It wasn't that optimized before, but now it is. It's still beatable, I think. I feel like there's still a new strat to be found in the second room on the 77 cycle, but we'll see. It's pretty good though. It's not that hard though. I'll put it above here. Yeah, this works. 8-1. Oh boy. This is a bad IL. It's in C. This one just isn't optimized. Like, there's so many more things you could do with Penguin, but we only get like a 39. It's not that fast. It's not that bad though. I'm gonna put it higher. It's just kind of hard to do in general. I think this works. I think this is good, yeah. Oh, this is a fun one. This one took me quite a while to do since you have to hit multiple frame perfects at the end to keep the speed from the rolling hills. This one's in B. Where though? It's above this. It's say it's above that. I'm gonna put it here. It's pretty good. Gee, no, it's all the way up here. No, up here. Yep. The 8-2's hard with Penguin. Oh yes, this one. I loved pioneering the Penguin strats in this level. And optimizing both NE and Hundo by multiple IGT. It was really fun. That being said, they're really not that hard to get, but they were fun. They deserve a spot in B somewhere. Lower B. I'd say it's similar difficulty to like 4 or 5, like down here maybe, just below 4 or 5. Oh no! So this would be an easy IL. Oh wait, no, this is any percent. No, it's fine. Never mind. I was thinking of Hundo. This I remember this is an any percent tier list, not Hundo. This one is. It's not. It's like. It's hard to rate it. It's below 4-4. It's easier than 4-4 in terms of difficulty. But where should I put it exactly? It's not that easy. I'm gonna put it... No, I think it deserves above 4-1, like that. There we go. Let me just scroll out there. There we go. 8-5, I mean, it doesn't even need a pipe kick. It needs only one slide. I'd say it's like... Oh, I put these in the wrong order. There we go. I'd say it's literally in this order. Oh wait, no. Yeah, this is the right order. This is good, okay. Oh, what a fun IL. I love 8-6, and a lot of other people love 8-6 as well, in NSMBDS and this game. And it's also a really hard IL because people optimized it so much. It deserves a spot in A. I think here, this works. It's just really hard to get, like, fast enough. Also houses me trying to recreate a funny 7-4 reaction. If you know, you know. 8-7. I remember it was funny, like I was going for IL sweep, and I totally overestimated 8-7. I thought it was so hard because of the minion movement, but it ended up being pretty easy to get any percent and hundo, which by the way are different for this level. A lot of people don't know that, because the first start coin, you actually jump off before the first start coin if you're doing mini movement, so hundo's about a sec IGT slower. But we're not talking about hundo. Any percent in terms of this level, it's not that bad. It's pretty easy to do. And put it here. No, above that. I think this works. Actually, yeah, that's good. Airship. Oh no. So, airship has really tight penguin movement. You have to be pretty, like, have pretty good movement. And then you have to get really good skips. And then crouch jump. Optimize third skip with wall kickless. Optimize final screw. And then coding. This is a really hard IL. Took me a long time. Funny story, by the way. The reason why I returned to any percent after my 2457 was that I learned coding from this. So the only reason why I ended up getting record was because I needed to learn coding for the 8 airship IL. That's so dumb, dude. I probably would have learned it eventually anyway, but it's still funny. This goes really high. Like, this is super hard. I think it's all the way up here, dude. This is a really hard IL. Okay, oh boy. So before Volzavault was discovered, this IL was pretty good. It wasn't perfect. The escape was kind of sloppy, but for anyone who doesn't know, this is set with Penguin, and then you grab prop and escape. You end up getting a 519. With Volzavault, a 521 could be done, because Volzavault is just a stored triple over Bowser. Saves a lot of time. But yeah, this just... It's not that good anymore. Still, Penguin sliding B jump is hard, so I'm gonna have to put it up there somewhere. I keep moving it up, dude, like, I don't know. I think this is good. Also, I think this should be here. Yeah, I'm moving this down a little bit more. This is good. Actually, no, down. Okay, there we go, now it's good. I keep switching the things around. Alright, 8 tower. Alright, sorry. 8 tower. So this IL is a gauntlet of luck. It's above 4 tower at least. I know that for sure. Why can I not see 4? Oh, there it is. It's above this, it's above this, it's above this. The amount of time I spent on this was ridiculous. Okay, it's above this. I think this is good. This IL is just a beast to get. Because of the ridiculous, like 1 in several hundred chance Kermit. And also having to get a good tower on top of that. Alright, well, 9 levels time, so... These are the levels I've optimized particularly a lot. So, we'll see how this goes. 9-1 is... it's... Okay, so... It's kind of hard to explain this, but basically... Back when I got the IL, it was really good, but then I realized a new strategy that could save like 2 in-game time, where you skip waiting at one part. Instead of penguin sliding from the ground pound, you just jump onto the Koopa, but... It's actually really hard to do that, and it's really hard to get everything else on top of that, including the Piranha Freeze, which is hard, the triple jump no bonk, the ending meme jump on top of just everything else. It's gonna be up here as a hard IL, because it still is. Maybe just below A2 works. I'm just gonna move this up above that. There we go. 9-2, okay. This IL is a beast. I think this is good for that. This IL is really optimized. You have to do everything almost perfectly, and the IGT is pretty low. It's just really optimized. That's all I have to say about it. It's just up there with 5-1 as being one of those ridiculous ILs. 9-3, okay. So 9-3 is interesting. Hundo is ridiculous. Don't even like get me started on that, but it's so hard. 80% is not that bad. It's never really been optimized to its perfection. I don't think it's been optimized to perfection yet. I got the IL in like 8 minutes of attempts and beat it by like 2 IGT. It's not that, it's like really easy to do, but I feel like it's also optimized, so it's kind of weird. I don't know where to put that. Like, it's really hard to know where to put it. Maybe just like I feel like it's still a hard IL though. It deserves to be in B. There we go. I think that's good. Just above 7-1. Okay. 9-4. I mean, okay. How do I say it that dramatically? It's literally just... There we go. 9... Okay. Oh boy. I spent 12 hours on 9.5 any percent. I really shouldn't have. It was before I'd even learned 5.56. I could probably get it pretty easily nowadays, but it was a beast back when I did it, and I still feel like it would be a pretty big challenge for me nowadays, just because of how ridiculously tight it is. You can make almost no mistakes to actually get this IL. And the reason why it took so long for me was that I didn't know that there was a delay between jumping and being able to spin. So I thought my Wii Remote was just constantly dropping spins. I kept replacing batteries, I kept replacing Wiimotes, and I was so confused why that was happening. I only realized after. So I feel like back then it would have been like a high A tier, but it's really not that bad these days anymore for me. I'm gonna put it... Here works, this is good. Actually, it's hard to tell whether Airship or this is harder. I'd say this is still a little bit harder. 9.6. This... So, in my description for the 54 9.6 back in 2020, I said not improvable unless a major speed exploit or long warp was found. I beat it with Penguin like 2 years later, and I only beat it by 1 IGT because damage boosting is slow, but you could just Penguin slide just enough to save time. It's actually pretty hard to do, but I feel like it's still beatable if you keep Penguin for the red coin section, but we'll see. I'm gonna put this one... Just above 2-1 works for me. I think that's good. 9-7. I think this is actually my oldest Penguin IL. That's still the world record today. The 366 9-7 I did was from ages ago. I feel like it's really easy to do. Nowadays, all you need to do is get the Piranha Plant freeze. But it was like, it took me a while before. I'm gonna put it pretty low though, because it's really not that tight to get. It holds a special place in my heart though. I think this works. 9-8 is 9-8, literally the easiest IL out of all of them. Let me just see if this list is good. This is obviously this is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. Yeah. Yeah. I might move 6-1 up one spot. I'm going to. I feel like, okay, no, this is moving down a little bit. Here. Here. And this is actually going to move down to there as well. Because I feel like these particular Penguin ILs are just ridiculous. This like group of them right here. This one also is kind of ridiculous. I say it's harder than 5-2 actually. 5-2 is like hard, but it's not that bad. Okay, making sure it's all good. Yeah, I mean, thank you for watching the tier list. I think this is all good, I'm just making sure. I don't know why I keep scrolling, dude. It keeps messing it up. Yeah. I think it's good. See you all later. Bye.